Hi and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Lauren Nelson.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Today we're coming to you from Reno State Park in Watonga.
This is one of the best places to get out and experience the wide open spaces of western Oklahoma. Reno State Park is named after a Cheyenne chief. It's one of the original 7 Oklahoma state parks. The grounds are gorgeous and include a beautiful canyon, 3 natural springs, 2 lakes, a golf course, pools, and trails. We'll show you around throughout the show.
But first, some very good news for our friends in Tulsa along Route 66.
A new landmark is up and it's drawing a lot of attention from those on the Mother Road.
It's time to check out the new Muffler Man at Buck Adams.
And Buck, welcome to the family.
And with that, from noted historian and author Michael Wallace, the space cowboy Buck Adams was officially inducted into the iconic Route 66 family.
When I first saw Buck roll into Tulsa, my breath was taken away.
This is Mary Beth Babcock, the owner of Buck Adams' Cosmic Curios on 66 in Tulsa. She's the creator of the space cowboy character Buck Adams, and today everyone was celebrating Buck being installed right here at her store. For Mary Beth, her idea was created some years ago.
He was in my computer for a few years. When I got this spot, it's got that space age kind of architecture. I knew immediately it's time for him to come to life. So Buck being the cowboy and then Atom, A-T-O-M, being the space, mashed them together. We now have Buck Adam.
And through some phone calls and meetings with the right people, her vision became a reality on this very special day.
It's all these ideas, these conversations, these photographs sent back and forth. And now he's here on Route 66 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's real. I have to pinch myself.
I love this for so many reasons. I mean, I love the vision that went into coming up with this idea and then following through on implementing it. I think you're going to have a lot of people taking selfies in front of this deal for decades to come.
I mean, the magic, really, the energy today is electric. That is what Buck Adams brings to Tulsa and to the Mother Road.
And since opening her store in August of 2018, Mary Beth has seen people literally from all over the world. And now, like a giant Western cosmic welcome wagon, Buck Adams is the new sheriff in town, overseeing and welcoming everyone to Route 66.
And I think it's one of our greatest strengths as a state from a tourism perspective is Route 66. We have more drivable miles of this road than any other state.
Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell is also Secretary of Tourism and Branding, and he says Route 66 is authentic America, and people want that authentic American experience.
And I think that is why people need to be getting off their couches, going out and experiencing this, because it's unlike anything we have in the country.
As I like to say, Route 66 is endless. It's timeless. It's a work in progress. It's unfinished.
Route 66 continues to be a magical adventure for all to enjoy.
Because every time I go out on the Mother Road, whether it's in Oklahoma or anywhere, I find something new. But more importantly, I find somebody new.
And now travelers along the Mother Road can meet the newest member of the Route 66 family, Buck Adams.
You'll find the Space Cowboy at 1347 East 11th Street in Tulsa. You're welcome to stop and take photos anytime, but visit between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. to head inside Buck Adams and do a little shopping.
Now, there is no doubt this is definitely road trip season.
That's right, and we hope after you've spent the day on the road, you'll rest your head at an Oklahoma-owned bed and breakfast.
Photojournalist Casey Kennedy actually takes us to one that's aptly named Always Dream B&B, and it's in Durant.
We are in Durant, Oklahoma, in the heart of downtown, just a few blocks away. Lots of shopping, some cute little boutiques and stores to shop at. And then just maybe 20-25 minutes away is Lake Texoma. Great places to go guide fishing and go to the marinas, and great places to look around. It's a beautiful place. A year ago, Craig took pictures of this house for a local realtor because it was for sale. He brought the pictures home and was going through them and called me in where he was working and said, "You've got to look at this house." So it took about 2 or 3 pictures, and I just looked at him and said, "This is our new adventure. We need to buy this and open a bed and breakfast." Our kids are grown and married and decided it was just a new phase of life, a new adventure to meet new people and start some new relationships.
And that's what we think is one of the great alternatives to staying here as opposed to a hotel or even the casino or something else. It just offers something different because you see our dining room behind us, and it's great to sit around a table because people don't do that anymore for a meal. And so it's nice to get up in the morning, have breakfast ready, and be able to serve people and just sit around the table and visit and get to know people. And again, it's about building relationships.
It's a fantastic house. The rooms, the hardwood floors, the creaks and the groans when you walk through it.
The summer approaches, we have the pool available. There is a nice patio area. We have some tables and umbrellas. We have a Traeger that we do some barbecuing on. So it's a great place to come and share with us or share with friends or just come and have a nice relaxing stay. Build a relationship with us.
We had a fabulous girls trip. Yolanda and Craig at Always Dream. It just made you feel like family, and you got spoiled. Actually, it was better than family because you got spoiled rotten. So as soon as we got there, they had snacks for us, and this it was just a quaint, clean, pristine place to stay. It was better than a hotel because you had this amazing breakfast the next day, and Yolanda and Craig made everything feel just really special. So we had it's a great time.
My favorite part is serving breakfast, making it and serving it. Craig and I do all the cooking together. We try to use organic as much as we can, and everything is from scratch. And so it's just fun. It's fun to serve something that people enjoy. We are going to serve lemon ricotta pancakes with a raspberry syrup, and then hash browns and eggs and bacon, but we'll start it with some mimosas. We have 3 guest rooms. They are themed. We have a nautical room that it's fun. It's blue and has lots of nautical things in it. We have a Victorian room that's a very soft, very romantic room, and a golf room because Craig is a golfer, so of course we had to have the golf room. But they're all very special rooms. We also have a sunroom up on the 2nd floor, which is where the rooms are. It is a great place.
Always Dream is located at 809 West Elm Street in Durant. You can check out the rooms and contact them for reservations at their website, alwaysdreambnb.com.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma,
But the rock wall and our slides are the biggest hits of the pool.
the hometown pool where you can do more than just swim.
I'm just a big fan of downtown Enid, and I try to keep as much going on down here as I can personally.
Plus the new draw to an old building in northwest Oklahoma.
That's just our chopped brisket with homemade cheese sauce, put in a bun with sauteed peppers and onions.
And wait until you see what else they're serving up at this Skiatook hotspot. It's all coming up right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Explore new horizons in your free Oklahoma Outdoor Guide. Get the excitement rolling. Reawaken your sense of adventure. Discover totally unexpected thrills. Order your free Oklahoma Outdoor Guide today at travelok.com.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from Roman State Park in Watonga. The swimming pool here is just one spot to enjoy. It's open Tuesday through Sunday in the summer months. This is what I call a tough day at work here today, Dino.
And I do this more often if you say so.
Me too. And you can come and enjoy the pool here at Roman Nose State Park as well. It's open to the public. All you need to do is check out the Roman Nose page at travelok.com to check admission prices.
Or if you find yourself in the Midwest City area, you need to check out a water park that they own there. Shelley Mills is going to take us to the Reno Swim Slide.
If you're looking for a great way to cool off this summer, head to Reno Swim Slide here in Midwest City.
On a hot Oklahoma day, poolside is where everyone wants to be.
It's a friendly park. The water's always nice and cool. It's clean, friendly environments, plenty of lifeguards on staff.
Reno Swim and Slide at the corner of East Reno and Douglas Boulevard in Midwest City has something for the whole family. There's a rock climbing wall, diving boards, and 2 big water slides.
But the rock wall and our slides are the biggest hits of the pool.
Come to this pool because it's fun to be at. It's a good community where kids can play at.
Reno Swim and Slide is a public pool and park, owned and managed by the City of Midwest City and open to anyone of any age.
We're a very friendly family environment.
There are pavilions for birthday parties or family gatherings too. Parents love that it is fully staffed with multiple lifeguards watching from every corner and lots of lounge chairs.
I like to sit around, try to get a tan, work on a tan, just kind of enjoy the sunshine basically.
In fact, Jeff and Brittany Steele drive here to Midwest City from Yukon several times each summer.
Our daughter, this is her favorite pool, our daughter's favorite pool to go to.
For the youngest swimmers, there's a small, shallow, gated pool with a much smaller slide.
I do love the gated for the babies because they're not running into that big area.
For those willing to brave the bigger pool with the little ones, there's room for that too.
Yeah, this is 0 depth here, so it's really good. Even though we like to have our smaller kids in the baby pool, it's great for parents to be able to sit with their little babies there in the water.
The pool is open each summer from Memorial Day through Labor Day. In Midwest City, I'm Shelley Mills for Discover Oklahoma.
Ooh, that's chilly.
You'll find the Reno Swim and Slide at 101 South Douglas in Midwest City. They are open 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. during the week and 1 to 7 on Sunday. Admission is $3 for anyone under 5 or over 55 and $6 for everyone else. And after you cool off at the pool, then you might be ready for a cold one.
The craft beer business in Oklahoma is heating up. Quinn Tran takes us to the Enid Brewing Company.
On the historic corner of Main and Independence, something new just moved in.
This building was built in the 1900s as a Masonic temple. Amelia Earhart apparently had lunch upstairs in this building when she was doing her travels, and so there's a lot of history right here in this building. It was a newspaper, a grocery store, a place that sold cars. It was a photography studio, and now it's Enid's first brewery.
Brady Sidwell and Justin Blazier are owners of Enid Brewing Company. He's a farmer, he's a brewer. Together they make beer from grain to glass. The grain comes from Brady Sidwell's farm.
You know, here in north central northwest Oklahoma, that's a big heritage of this part of the state. So we're excited to be able to take that product and make it into something that we can share with everyone, you know, both here in Enid and surrounding communities.
Brady and I have both kind of learned about each other's worlds. He's taught me a little bit about farming, and I've taught him a little bit about brewing.
Enid Brewing Company has 9 different beers on tap. Customers can see how craft beer is made right there on site.
I call it the fish tank. I wanted you to be able to actually see us brewing and see that it was made by hand by guys that are born and raised here. We have everything from light Hefeweizen, which is a German-style wheat beer, still made with Oklahoma malt, all the way to a robust porter, which we named after one of the authors of the Oklahoma Constitution. Pleasant Porter was his name, so we thought that was a great opportunity to pay homage to him.
Customers appreciate the local history, the grain to glass concept, and the sense of community that this brewery brings to downtown Enid.
And as a member, we get a special glass to use when we come in here, and we get invited to special events.
I'm just a big fan of downtown Enid, and I try to keep as much going on down here as I can personally. And so it's just great to have a place, especially for me. I don't like smoky bars and stuff like that, and here you can come and enjoy time with your friends and make new friends.
It's our first brewery in Enid, so it is very exciting, and they do so many things that bring people in.
I'll lay down 3.
It's a really cool place to just hang out, you know, on a Saturday afternoon, play some games, hang with the family, you know, and have a beer, and the kids can have a soda pop. And we're actually in the process of making a root beer right now too for the kids, so we're excited about that.
Get to the top of the hot mountain here. So.
The owners say it takes time and patience to create their beer. Enid Brewing Company seems to have found the right mix of ingredients, a respect for farming, a passion for brewing, and a love for their hometown.
We want to grow relationships through local ingredient craft beer. So if they can come here, learn about what it takes to make this, learn about why agriculture is important in Oklahoma, and then also make a new friend doing that. That's all I really want out of this is to be able to do something like that. It's a cool art form to be able to create beer for people, but it's even cooler whenever they come up to you, tell you how much they love it and how much this place means to them.
Quintran, discover Oklahoma.
You'll find the Enid Brewing Company at 126 South Independence in Enid. Check out their various hours on their webpage, enidbrewing.com. They're closed Mondays and Tuesdays.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
This is not mainstream at all, and I'm trying to bring my hippie ways into Purcell.
We'll tell you what she says can calm down those Oklahoma allergies and where you can find it.
It's well worth it, it's fantastic, and I'm coming back and I'm recommending.
Plus, the barbecue worth the drive will take you to the place some say is worth driving hundreds of miles for when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Gather around and go for a ride through Oklahoma's all-new travel guide. See art, culture, big city venues, blazing neon, flavorful menus. Find a cabin where you can unwind. Grab your travel guide and see what you find.
Welcome back to Reno State Park, one of the only places in the state where you can rent a teepee for the night. A unique stay for sure. What do you think, Dino?
Wow, Lauren, unique is a great way to describe staying in a teepee at Romano's. Now, if you're looking for a unique kind of shop, I suggest a trip to Purcell. This place is unique in the truest sense of the word. Come with me now to a place called Steeped and Starched. Steeped and Starched is not your everyday dry cleaning business. Owner Melinda Lynn also has on hand in the store specialty teas, accessories, a few soaps, lotions, all Oklahoma made.
And I make my own bath teas. We also have some shower steamers that another local lady makes. And then the gym is my salt therapy booth.
You heard correctly, one can pick up their dry cleaning and then they too can go through a personal cleansing of sorts by way of using this salt therapy booth. Now, many people know about the benefits of salt lamps. In other countries, people will use salt caves where they can spend the night. This booth, though, is a little more intense since it is flowing and circulating.
If you feel pretty good, but maybe your allergies are bothering you, you can come and just sit in 15 minutes and it circulates this powdery salt. It helps clean out your sinuses, helps rid toxins, and you can breathe better.
Melinda has always taken a more natural, holistic approach when it comes to diet and health. She even makes her own bath teas, which you can buy in the store.
I have different ones. I have a relaxing one, which I can show you later, and it's lavender, Dead Sea salt, and Epsom salt. You tie it under the faucet when your bath is filling, and then you can toss it in your bath while you're soaking.
Now, in the store, you will also find black teas, green teas, herbal teas, all of which are made with all natural ingredients with no artificial flavorings whatsoever. And the soaps you buy here are all made in Yukon.
All the soaps contain Himalayan sea salt, which salt has many benefits. Many people don't know that salt is actually very moisturizing. It draws in moisture from the atmosphere and helps moisturize your skin. And there are 4 or 5 different types, basically scents. One can help with skin issues like rashes.
Melinda says the response from the community since opening her store has been incredibly positive.
This is not mainstream at all, and I'm trying to bring my hippie ways into Purcell. This is a great community. They've been surprisingly supportive.
Melinda has customers who now come in weekly to sit in the salt booth. For this lady, it was her first time to try it.
It was very relaxing. I think that you can tell when the salt comes in because you have kind of a little bit of a smell of it, kind of a clean, not a fishy ocean, but of a clean ocean air kind of a smell. Relaxing.
Salt therapy has been around for hundreds of years. Come in and browse the healthy items Melinda has here, but try the salt booth for the ultimate healthy experience that's been used by thousands for many years.
Steeped and Starched is located at 805 South Green Avenue in Purcell. Be sure to check their hours before you make the drive. They do close for lunch each day and are closed on Sundays.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
Our campfire potatoes are probably one of our more popular sides. It's a cheesy hash brown casserole baked in the oven.
They come for the barbecue, and they don't forget the sides, the Oklahoma tradition that keeps packing in customers year after year when Discover Oklahoma continues.
There are some things you just can't contain. Oklahoma Today magazine is bursting with culture. Mind-blowing restaurants, trips, adventures, and so much more. Open your copy, then hit the open road. Unleash your curiosity. Set your spirit free. Subscribe today for only $14.95. Oklahoma Today magazine. Break through the ordinary.
We've really enjoyed our time here at Roman Nose State Park today. This area is just beautiful.
And some say Oklahoma barbecue is also beautiful. I agree with them as well. Recently, we sent Jason and Grubbs to check out a place. It's called Mac's Barbecue. It's in Skiatook.
Well, if anybody wants to go on a road trip and eat good barbecue, this is the place.
It's the best barbecue in America.
And that is exactly why Discover Oklahoma stopped in to Mac's Barbecue in Skiatook.
Mac's is iconic to Skiatook. You know, people travel from all over Oklahoma just to come to see Mac's Barbecue, and Skiatook's known for Mac's Barbecue.
There's a good chance you'll see Jerry Brown in here. He's a regular.
I come in here at least 3 or 4 times a week.
He's tried everything on the menu, from ribs to brisket, and Mac's famous barbecue Frito pies.
If you're not familiar with it, you might think barbecue on a Frito pie, but it's outstanding.
We'll get back to that Frito pie in just a bit. But first, meet owner Adam Green.
It's the greatest job in the world. Like, I can't believe that I get to do this for a living.
Adam loves the barbecue business so much, he's got some permanent art to prove it.
I love ribs. I love cooking ribs. I love eating ribs. That's my favorite thing to do.
Adam and his wife took over the restaurant from his father-in-law, Mac, a few years ago. Mac's originally opened in 1985. The location and owners have changed over the years, but not the food. It's all the same great taste.
The quality is the most important thing to us. You know, you can't just buy any old brisket. You can't just buy anything and put it out there. Like, the consistency of it all is what makes it what it is. It's why we haven't changed anything since 1985.
These old hickory smokers are fired up at 3 o'clock in the morning. They use pecan wood, and as you can see, there's racks of them around here ready to go. There's also a special secret rub that's placed on all the meat.
Our rub is made here by us, and we make it every week, and there's only about 5 ingredients to it. There's not a whole lot to it. It's really simple rub.
Go with the classic like chopped brisket or ribs.
Just full, good, rich flavor. It really doesn't need sauce if you don't want to be a sauce. It's got the good smoky flavor to it.
Or try one of Mac's famous Okies. It's kind of like a Philly cheesesteak, but in a category of its own.
That's just our chopped brisket with a homemade cheese sauce. Put in a bun with sauteed peppers and onions.
All meat and cheese goodness right there.
It's awesome.
Order up a messy pig of pulled pork, slaw, and barbecue sauce on a Philly bun. There's also a Mac on the menu.
Hot link, piece of bologna, and chopped beef.
And of course, let's get back to that barbecue Frito pie.
Our Fritos are chopped brisket, sauce, beans, peppers, onions, and cheese in a big food tray.
It is a busy day of cooking around here. Mac's will go through 500 to 600 pounds of brisket a day.
Pork will probably do 180 pounds a day.
An average of about 80 slabs of ribs, 4 whole turkeys, 60 chicken legs, along with a lot of sausage, hot links, and bologna.
Lots of bologna. Everybody loves bologna.
You'll leave full, but if you've got room for dessert, have some of Mac's bread pudding with butter rum sauce.
I want you to be full, I want you to be happy, I want you to feel like it was a good time to be here. You know?
It's well worth it, it's fantastic, and I'm coming back and I'm recommending.
At Mac's Barbecue in Skiatook.
Number 7, your order's ready, half-rib dinner.
I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.
Thanks, sir.
Mac's is located at 1030 West Rogers Boulevard in Skiatook. They're open 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. They're closed on Sunday and Monday.
And no matter where your next road trip takes you, the Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide will help you find a great place to eat. All you have to do is log on to our website, travelok.com, and click Request Free Brochures to get your copy.
A huge thank you to the great folks here at Roman Nose State Park for hosting us this week. Hop online at travelok.com and click State Parks to plan your visit. Stay in a cabin, teepee, the lodge, or a campground. We promise it's a trip you won't soon forget.
And coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, we're hitting the water again, but this time with the sea lions at the Oklahoma City Zoo.
And some of the best burgers in the state. We'll show you where next week right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.